Demons lurking, Twitter searching behind the curtains without a purpose. Bread and circuit, just keep the verses. Every time an evil surface, living out these evil curses. I see my people hurting, COVID got these people nervous. It's a damn shame, can't even walk in the store without a mask on. I'm a wise man, pray the pressure won't last long. Turn the glass on, happy I can drop something heavy. Can't we focus, I'm ready. I'm gonna fight these demons. Hold on, I'm gonna be a bitch. Hold on, I'm gonna be a petty. Black, Hispanic, Native, we all niggas. One West, home, money killers. Never know they hate me, they gon' feel us. Fuck them other niggas, we the realest. And we ain't never scared. Just pay attention, my nigga. Here come the circles once they give you the bread. All of this shit I've been feeling, man. Gotta keep getting me gentle, man. All of the niggas stay diligent. Everything around we living in. And I'ma prophesy until all of my people rise. Just open up your eyes. Pay attention. That's how they get you. Just pay attention to the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. That's how they trap you. You try to distract me with the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. That's how they get you. Just pay attention to the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. That's how they trap you. You try to distract me with the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. Voting for the lesser two evils is nonsense. Social media keep you distracted with foolish content. You keep scrolling, the weed folded. Since 1969, we hold it down and keep rolling. Rolling hard without scars from proven soldiers. My people destroyed, corrupted, running from these wicked cobras until it's over. Got man up, come Yasha Allah. They shoot us with our hands up. I'm fucking Thomas, prince of the power, but I ain't shit without my team. We hit the scene and stay prepared to meet the king. Sword in our hand, ready to stand, ready to fight, ready to kill and for my brothers. I give my life. It's a time to fish and it's a time to hunt. Stay on one, put down a blunt. Don't get kicked when you try to stunt. Gotta keep ready for the battle front. That's how they trap you and distract you with the dirty circus. But you can't see cause you too blind behind the curtains. That's how they get you. Just pay attention to the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. That's how they trap you. Try to distract you with the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. That's how they get you. Just pay attention to the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. That's how they trap you. Try to distract you with the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus.
All right. Shalom, Israel. This is the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West Harlem, New York, 125th Street, since 1969 under Commanding General Yohana. Okay. This is Tuesday Brotherhood class. And today we're going to be going over, the name of the lesson is Love Your Nation or Die, right? Because we need to learn how to love our nation, okay? We have to learn again because what the Christian church has done has taught us how to not love our nation. As a matter of fact, what the Christian church has taught us is to be more selfish, okay?
Right.
And it's almost unknowingly, right? Because they'll tell you, first of all, they'll come off talking about your problems and your issues and what God is going to do for you and how God is going to bless you. But never does the Christian pastor ever go into what God is going to do for the nation, what God is going to do for our people, what the Lord is going to do for so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They never go into that. So Christianity has really taught us how to be only for ourselves, only for you. And that's not brotherhood. That's not loving your people. Okay. And it's really, just like the title says, man, that's going to lead to our death, man. Okay. There's a saying. What's crazy is, you will grow up in the Christian church in a community, right? No brotherhood, but a saying has gone out since, it's an old saying. It takes a community to raise a child. It takes a community to have something strong. Okay, it takes a community to raise a child. It takes a community to build wealth. It takes a community to do a lot of things. But if you're only thinking about yourself, you can't build those things. You understand? If you only think about yourself, then you pretty much thinking about division in subconsciously. It's about division in the what the Christian church is pushing out, man. This is why you have so many people fighting. It's like what do they call it? Crabs in a barrel. Everybody's fighting to get to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing, like you taking your brother down. Every time you try to pull up, you trying to come up, but somebody's pulling at your leg. And when you try to come up, you pulling at somebody else's leg, and then you bringing them down so you can take their spot. You know what I'm saying? And that is not brotherhood. So we got to start loving each other, man. We got to learn brotherhood. We got to learn sisterhood. We got to learn how to love our nation so that we can rise, right? You understand? Like we say Kwam Yashala, right? Rise Israel. Rise Israel, rise. We got to rise up as a nation, man. So-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, it's time to rise up and be a nation again. You understand? To not be Salakia, to not be divided. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop being divided. We got to stop, not caring about our people, not caring about our nation, not caring about our brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to come out of that, man, because the time is winding down, man, for the judgment to come, right? The Christian church is always pushing this love thy neighbor, but the Christian church doesn't know how to love thy neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know they're not taught that. You know what I'm saying? Their pastor's teaching them something that is contrary to what Christ told, what Christ taught, what the Lord commanded us to do, commanded the children of Israel to do. You understand? So with that, I'm also joined with priest and officer Razan Yash with me. Shalom, sir. Can you hear me?
God, so I can hear you.
All right, Most High Christ. And I'm also joined with priest and officer Thamakia. You understand? Let me pull him up real quick. There you go. Yeah, shalom. Shalom, sir.
Shalom.
Most High Christ. All right. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Before we get started, I want to say Shalom, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Barakatah to all the brothers, and Shalom, Yahweh Shamar Alatah Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. All right, to all of the sisters. Okay, and we also want to let you know, maybe you might be a Christian. You coming across this video, we want to let bring this out for you. So what we read is the KJV version, the King James version. Now you can go get a King James 1611. The 1611 already has the Apocrypha in it. You understand? The Apocrypha was removed out of the Bible in the 1800s by the Christian Protestant Church. Right? They want to remove this book because this book will it expounds on the Bible for one, but it will also prove further that you are the children of Israel. You so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the people of God. You understand? So they had to remove this book so that you wouldn't find out, right? And then they'll teach your Christian pastor that don't worry about this book because this book doesn't matter. But they're lying to you. You understand? This book is very, very important. You need this book. Okay, so again, you can get a King James 1611, which already has the book included into the KJV. Or you can get you an Apocrypha on Amazon, and then you get it separately. Or just you can get your King James Bible, which of course it won't have it in there. It's just the KJV without the Apocrypha. No sweat. Get that Apocrypha. You understand? This would have fitted perfectly, right? If they didn't, if you get a 1611, you'll see this fits in perfectly between the book of Malachi and Matthew. You understand? Right between the Old Testament and New Testament. It explains how even the Greeks and Romans even got into Rome. You understand? So make sure you get that. You know what I'm saying? So you can get some understanding on that. Okay. Another thing we got is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. which also explains. You might go into a word that may mean something. You might want to get some understanding on certain words, and this book will let you know. This book will give you some insight on what a word actually means instead of just guessing, instead of just going off leaning on your own understanding or leaning on what your pastor has taught you, which is incorrect. Okay, you understand? What you should do is ask the priests and prophets of the Lord that are in the ISUPK, and we will teach you. We will show you the truth. You know what I'm saying? We will edify you. You will bring you to the knowledge. You understand? But you got to be humble. You can't be proud. You know what I'm saying? The scripture says, the Lord said, he resisteth the proud, right? So if you proud, you ain't gonna get it, man. But but to the humble, man, he gonna give you the increase. He gonna give you the understanding. But if you proud, man, you're just not gonna get it. You're just gonna think you know it all. You're gonna be all puffed up and thinking you know everything, and then in the end, we're gonna see who was right in that day. Okay, so get you some of them books, man, and get in class and start learning the truth, man. Learn who you are. Learn that you're not black, African American, colored, Negro, all these other names that it gave you. Learn that you're not Mexican. Like your name is not Mexican. Okay, Mexican or Dominican or Guatemalan or Colombian, Brazilian. You understand what I'm saying? You're not all these names that your oppressors giving you. You're actually you so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You Native Americans are the children of Israel. That is your true identity. That's your nationality. You know what I'm saying? We got to take claim of that. You got to be proud of that. You know what I'm saying? You got to embrace that, man. You know what I'm saying? And come back to these law, statutes, and commandments, because you are the greatest people to ever walk the earth. You know what I'm saying? You're not what your oppressor has taught you on the news and on television. These criminals and these people are violent, or they're not raising their children, and they're on food stamps and all this other things, man. All these bywords and these proverbs they done put on you, all these stereotypes. You know what I'm saying? You are a great people, man. All right, and that's what the ISUPK is teaching you. You understand? It's trying to show you. Okay, under commanding General Yohana. All right, you got to understand that. So, like, you want to add something? So, like, sir.
Oh, real quick, Bible shop, if I could. Like, if I could, sir.
No, you too up.
What the priest is bringing out is true, beneficial, and heavy at the same time. It's more like Israelites would rather take upon the slave name of the slave master than your true identity that the Most High gave you.
That's right.
The Most High gave us salvation by being Israelites.
Right.
From our forefather, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
That's right.
Man, it should be an embarrassment to be known as an American. That's why we don't say our North American Indians. We say our Native Indians out of respect to our brothers. But
that's right.
You know what I mean? It's just like, back in the gang world, right? You got the Bloods. They call each other popping dogs, right? And what do they say is a man's best friend?
Dog.
That's crazy. Shalom.
Damn right. Oh, damn right. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we talk in the Bibles as well. Thank the water priest. That's how we talk in the Bible, man. The Bible talks the same way we talk. That's how you know it's our book. You know what I'm saying? Just like the priest was bringing out, like, we might call each other dog. What's going on, dog? That don't mean he's a literal dog. You know what I'm saying? Like if they found that, let me tell you, you gotta what we teach, man. Like you gotta stop reading the Bible like your oppressor and read it like a black man. Okay, that's what I was told. Don't read it like your oppressor, because your oppressor, like say if your oppressor finds, let's say if he found some artifact and it said and he said, let's go, dog. Let's go to the store. And the people would think, oh, okay. The oppressor would think, oh, he'll find out and say, oh yeah. So that means he had a dog, and he told his dog to go to the store. And it was a little puppy and a dog. No, that dog just means loyalty. You know what I'm saying? It just means loyal. That brother's always there for you. That's your brother. Your ride or die. Your dog, man. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? Or if a brother say if a brother was caught, he was messing up, right? What do we say? Oh man, you was sleeping, man. You was asleep. You should have had your eye open. You should have been looking around. Sleep. Now that don't mean he was physically asleep. That means what? He wasn't paying attention. He wasn't circumspect. He wasn't on guard. You understand what I'm saying? And this is how we talk. The same way the scripture talks. This is how we talk. Okay. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started. If I may, if someone may get me 1 John 4:20, Baba Kushai. Whomever, and then you know.
Wrong card. I got you, sir.
Hey, Most High in Christ, priest.
So it's about 1 John chapter 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For
right.
he
So,
that
Salakia. Now, the first thing it says, if a man say, first of all, what you need to understand is it comes down to a man's word now, right? What a man says is what is in his spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's
right.
Whatever's in the man's spirit, that's what's going to come out of his mouth. You understand? So you got to make sure your spirit is right. You got to get your spirit right before that spirit overtakes you, and then now you are saying things that are evil or wicked, or you might be saying things evil against your brother. This is brotherhood class, right? You might be saying something evil against your brother. You might be out here gossiping about another brother, one of your other brothers, to another brother that we all know. You know what I'm saying? Like saying, "Oh, look at that brother, man. That brother was saying doing this and that, man. Could you believe that?" And you're like, "Damn." I mean, why don't you go talk to that brother? Why don't you go to that brother and him alone? You understand? You got to get out of. You got to make sure that you are in the right spirit. You understand? So your words, so you can guard your words. You understand? And because all of our words are going to be held accountable. You understand what I'm saying? Our words are going to be held accountable by man and by God. Okay, we have to always to remember that. Okay, we have to control our tongue, control our speech. You understand? Make sure you are, being mindful of what you say. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and with that, do you mind getting me Matthew 12 and 36, Baba Kusha? You know what I'm saying? We got to be mindful of what we say. You know what I'm saying? And how we operate. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord is, the Lord is sending angels to record the things that we do every day. The angels are they giving a report. Just the same way we got to give a report. Sometimes we got to give a report. The angels go and they give a report to the Most High saying, well, the brother did this and that, and this is what he was doing. Yeah, Lord, I don't know. That brother, I don't know what was that. That brother he was doing this, and of course we gave him an option to go into this way, and an option to go that way, but he took this way. He took the left, and I don't know why he did that. He I don't know what he was thinking, or I don't know what that sister was doing. That sister shouldn't have talked to her man that way. She shouldn't have talked to her Ottawa that way. We gave her this option and she took this option. I mean, we gave her a way out. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. The Lord's always gonna make you think about those things, man. But you gotta make sure you being mindful of those things. You gotta make sure you guard your mouth, bridle your tongue. You know what I'm saying? For you say the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? Right. Hey, you got that scripture, priest?
Con.
I got it, Razan. You hold 1 John, Baba Kushai.
Hey, the water, please.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 36. But I say unto you,
right?
Every idle word.
No, every what?
Every idle word.
Right, every idle word. Like you might be saying you love your brother. You might be saying you love your Ottawa. You might be saying you love your nation. Right, but what?
But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak.
Now idle, right? Now you being like meaning you have no meaning behind what you're saying. You saying you love your nation. You saying you love your brother. You saying you love your Ottawa. You saying you love the Most High God, and you don't have no action behind that. You're not showing no action. You're not showing the Most High that you do love the Lord. You understand? First of all, because you're not showing that you love your brother. You're not showing that you love your sister, your Ottawa, your husband. You understand? You're not showing that you love the men above you. You're not showing that you love the men below you. You're not showing love. You understand what I'm saying? Because your words are idle. You saying those things, but you don't mean those things. Every idle word shall be what?
That every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment.
So in the day of judgment, the Lord is going to ask you about these accounts, man. The Lord's going to ask you about that day when you did this. You know what I'm saying? And it's really because you didn't repent from those things. You didn't stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? You didn't say, damn, you know, I was wrong. I was wrong and I was wrong. And I'm not I was wrong. And I'm gonna change. And I'm gonna make sure I be mindful of what I do next time and not operate the way I did. You understand? It's really about what's going on in your mind, in your heart, your mind. You know what I'm saying? On how you operate, man. How you gonna do next time, man? You gonna stop doing that? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna acknowledge that you was wrong and make a righteous change, a turn in the direction that you was going. That's what it's about, man. Don't keep doing those things because in the day of judgment, you were going to give an account of what you did, man, of what you said, and what how you operated, man. So
Right.
it's important, man. You gotta hold fast to that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bible scripture says, you hold fast to the Lord, man. Think about that, man. Keep the law in your frontals, man, in your mind. You understand? Keep it there, man, and always thinking about that, thinking about your brother and your nation, man. Okay. I'm not gonna be too long winded on that, but this is Brotherhood class, but we gonna make sure we bring the scriptures out, okay? So if I may, sir, do you mind going back to 1 John 4:20? Babu Kusha?
I got you, sir.
Ain't the water,
First
sir.
John, First John chapter 4, verse 20 from the top.
Khan.
Verse 20. If a man say, I love God and hateth his brother, he
Right.
is a liar.
If a man say, I love God, now where do we hear I love God all the time? Who says this all the time?
Christian church,
The Christian church says this all the time. This is where you
right.
hear, I love God. I love God. Everybody in the Christian church loves the Lord. Everybody, from the pastor down to the children, everybody loves the Lord. But how are they showing they love the Lord? Do they love their brother? Do they love their nation? No, they don't love their people, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't love their people, and how are they showing they don't love their brother? By committing adultery, by when I say committing adultery, by a brother sleeping with another man's wife. You know what I'm saying? By a wife sleeping with another man. You understand? That's not showing love, man, and that's going on in the Christian church. We know that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these pastors be trying to sleep with these sisters, these brothers' wives, man. And I know one of my homeboys who's still in the Christian church who this happened to, man. You know what I'm saying? Pastor calling his wife up at 9:30, trying to give some counsel. You know what I'm saying? On whatever the case may be, but 9:30 is too damn late. Be talking to anybody's wife. You understand? That's out of order, man.
Right.
Okay? But your Christian church will have you thinking that, oh, well, it'll be fine. And guess what? They're being sneaky and not showing you brotherhood, man. The leader of the church, the Christian church, is not showing brotherhood. So now, if the what is the scripture, man? If the tree, like no good tree can produce evil fruit. You understand? So if the Christian pastor is trying to sleep with another man's wife, what do you think the rest of the people are doing? You understand? So this trickles down, man. This spirit is in the Christian church, and it's not only with one person. That spirit is lingering around and it's spreading around like coronavirus. You understand? Everybody's getting that thing, man. Okay? And everybody's doing something evil. Everybody's doing something that is contrary to the Lord, that is showing that they don't have brotherhood, that they don't love the Lord. They're saying they love God, but their actions are proven otherwise. You understand? So, if you mind reading that from the top one more time, Baba Kusha?
Another one, Khan. 1 John chapter 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hated his brother, he is a liar.
He is a what?
For he is a liar.
No, he's telling the truth.
A liar.
No, it's right to hate your brother.
He is a liar.
You are a liar, man. You're a liar.
Right.
You telling talking about you love God, but you hate your brother. You showing hatred to your brother. You saying you love God. You know, you can't. I can't tell you how many times I done heard some niggas say they hate Mexicans. How you gonna say? Let me say this. How many times I've heard some niggas say they hate Mexicans but love Barack Obama? How you gonna love somebody, a Hamite, who built those cages, who didn't do anything for so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, your brothers, also while he was in office, and love him, but hate the people in the same condition, the same boat, the same ghetto, the same slums as you. You understand? How can a man say he loved God and hate his brother? The Mexicans are your brother, man. Hispanics are your brother. Okay? You not know African. You so-called Negroes thinking you African, and them Africans hate your guts, man. Barack Obama's a African. He hates us. He hates so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. This is why he didn't do anything for our nation. He didn't do anything for so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. As a matter of fact, he helped build those cages down at the border. He helped build the wall, helped construct a wall even better, whatever, to keep our brothers out, to tear apart families. You understand? How could you love a man like that and hate the people that you're struggling with? That's a contradiction, man. And that proves what? That you are a liar, man. You don't love God. You don't love God, and you don't love your nation, man. And if you don't come up out of that, if you don't repent, you're going to die, brother. You're going to die in those sins, man. You understand? Because you hate your people, man. You hate your nation. Okay? Right. That's not love. You're not showing love to your nation, man. You understand what I'm saying? Salakia, Salakia, you mind continuing from that? He is a liar. Right? For he that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen, how can he love God, whom he hath not seen? Like you saying you love the Most High God, right? You haven't even seen the Lord, but you see your brother struggling. You see your brother dying, getting shot in the streets. You see your brother struggling the same way you are, being the first fire, the last hire, being put in cages on the border, being trafficked all throughout the earth. You can go to Walmart right now and look at the wall and see how many people are missing, and nobody gives a damn. Nobody's caring about our nation, right? But I bet you your oppressor, he say they care about the Afghans, right? They care about the Afghans, but they don't care about our brothers, the so-called Mexicans, who are the children of Issachar. You understand? Who are the Issacharites, according to the Bible? They are the 12 tribes. You understand? Right? But they saying they care about more about these Afghans that's coming over. They'll fly 10,000 miles away and fly them all over all across the earth and throughout your cities, right? To Houston and Austin and all these they call them refuge cities. You understand? Refuge cities where they're gonna set them up and give them money and and fund them and give them business. You understand? Give them personal grants. Give them grants so that they can open up a a corner store in your neighborhood and take the money out of your neighborhood. And guess what they're giving to you, so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans? Absolutely nothing. You understand what I'm saying? But you thinking they care about you. You thinking Barack Obama cared about you, man. You thinking Joe Biden cares about you, or Kamala Harris, who is not a black woman at all. At all. You need to do your research on that. You can Google that. Don't fall for the okie doke. Or again, you understand, like we always do. Oh yeah, go ahead, priest.
Man, that's heavy what you bringing to the table, because I've been doing research, right? Come to find out, this past hurricane that went, they had motels on South Congress for the people that wanted to evacuate and come over here. But guess what color these people were?
What color were they?
They were so-called white, sir.
Good night.
It's like you were saying, they don't give a damn about the so-called black or brown, man.
That's
And
right.
then let's speak about the Afghanistan people, right? They are renting out Airbnbs fully furnished while we getting kicked out on the street, man. Living in tents.
Good night.
Crazy, man. We gotta come together, man.
Hey, damn right, priest. No, damn right. It's just like the priest was bringing out, man. They don't give a damn. They care about more. They'll take care of their people. But when it comes to you, when it comes to our nation, they have proven proven consecutively that they don't care about you. And it's time that you wake up. It's time that you realize that and recognize that. Stop walking around blind and just with your eyes closed, thinking that they hear you. They don't hear you. Right? They don't hear your voting. You go in here and voting. You know what I'm saying? Even the Lord told you in Deuteronomy 17, I believe, Deuteronomy 17 and 15, I believe, that you shouldn't appoint a king that is not of your brother to be head over you, to be king over you. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be getting another nation to going out and voting and saying this man who's of another nation is gonna care about our nation. And that has been a lie, man. You can't keep falling for that. Stop breaking God's law, man, and love your nation, man. Why don't you come get into school, man? Come get a flyer if you see us at camp. Come get in all black. Come get in class and come learn about your truth and learn under commanding General Yohana so that you can learn who you are. That's a righteous leader right there. You understand?
That's right.
Not a Joe Biden, not a Barack Obama or any president that's been before us, man. No president, you understand, is qualified to be ruler over so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Christ is, man. Commanding General Yohana, man, is leading our people, man. You know what I'm saying, in our nation to a righteous, the righteous way, man, to the way of Christ, man. Christ, you know what I'm saying? That's the way. This is how you build a nation. This is how you fix a nation, man. By following a man like Commander General Yohana, man. And then it's only one. You know what I'm saying? There's only one Commander General Yohana. There's not several. There's only one, man. You're only going to find it in the ISUPK, and that's where you need to be so that you can learn, huh? So you can learn, sister. You understand? Brother. You know what I'm saying? Come into the school, man, and learn. Or just get in class. And so you maybe get in class so you can learn these things, man. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, you're going to start to understand the difference between what is going on in this school and what's going on in the world. And you're going to realize that this is the spirit of brotherhood. This is the spirit of Christ. This is what Christ was telling you, talking about when he said, love thy neighbor as thyself, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what he was talking about. This is what he was talking about when he said, love the Most High God with all your heart and all your might. You're going to understand what that means. But when you outside these walls, when you are outside in the world, you can't understand what you read. You might be reading the Bible, but you will never understand the Bible, man. You will never understand what these words mean, what it feels like, how to follow Christ. You'll never get it. You understand? Oh, but you say, oh yeah, they're persecuting Christians in Saudi Arabia. They were trying to bring the gospel to Saudi Arabians, right? Where they are Muslims there, right? So yeah, if you try to bring Christianity to a Muslim country, they might cut your head off. Probably more than likely. I mean, why not? Why would you bring another religion to a place where they are strict on what they believe, man? You know, right. That's why they over there getting murked, because they trying to bring Christianity, which is the religion of the devil anyway. You understand? And how do we know that? Because everywhere that Christianity has been brought to, it has been a bloodbath. People have died and been slaughtered to become Christians. Okay, right. And if you don't believe me, look up the history. Look up your brother, the so-called Native Americans. Your brother, the so-called Mexicans, and the Guatemalans and the Brazilians. You know how many people had to die to become a Christian? You know how many people had to die to become a Muslim? These are not righteous, good of God, of the Most High religions. You understand? We don't have to in the ISUPK to be an Israelite. We don't kill nobody to become an Israelite, man.
Right.
We don't kill our people to become Israelite. We tell them the truth, and if they don't get it, then it wasn't for them. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is building His army. The Lord is building His army up. You know what I'm saying? It's through the Spirit. You know what I'm saying? And this is the difference between those religions and our culture, our history, heritage, and culture that all these religions have stolen. They have stolen from us, man. Have taken our book and our history and try to model it and make it their own. But it's only one. There's only one, man. There's only one faith. There's only one God. There's only one nation. You understand what I'm saying? Just like I'm just kind of paraphrasing the scripture, but there's only one. There's only one. Okay, and it's always ever going to be the Lord. The Lord is one. You know what I'm saying? He's one Lord. Okay, it's not 10,000 gods like the Indians. He's not a rock in somewhere in the Mecca or in the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? That's not of the Lord, man. The God is not a rock. Okay, I don't know if you understand that. The Lord is not a rock. Okay, okay. So like it. Where we at? Baba Kushak, can you get me can you go back to I'm not sure if you're already on there. 1 John 4:21, Baba Kushak.
First John chapter 4, verse 21. And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth God love his brother also.
Right, that's the commandment, man. You saying you love God, then you gotta love your brother also, man. You can't have hatred
Right.
towards your brother, man. You can't have hatred towards towards your people, towards your nation, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you might be in a gang, you might be a blood or a crip. You gotta love your brother, man. Those brothers, you gotta love your brother, no matter where he's at, man. You have to love your nation, man. Okay, you can't be saying you love the Lord, you want the Lord to protect you, but you have a hatred, a disdain for your brother. But you know who
Right.
also has a hatred and disdain for your brother and you? Your oppressor. You
That's
understand?
right.
So you have a common enemy. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to take those differences and throw that bull crap away and come together as a nation, man. You know what I'm saying? It's important. Like, Zephaniah 2:1 says, gather together, O nation not desired. We are not desired in this land, man. So guess what? So-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the children of Israel. You know what we got to do? We got to gather together, man. We got to gather together and we got to pull together, man, so that we can rise. So that we can rise up, man, above the oppression, man, and take back our history, heritage, and culture, man. You know what I'm saying? And follow the instructions of the Most High God. Listen to what Christ taught us, man. You understand? Baba Kushak, can you mind getting me Matthew 2:22? Baba Kushak. You know what I'm saying? We have to love one another, man. We have to treat each other right, man. Treat each other the way we want to be treated, man. Not treat each other any kind of way. Not sleep with his brother's wife, because I wouldn't want nobody sleeping with my wife. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to steal from one of my brothers, because I wouldn't want nobody to steal from me. I wouldn't want, there's so many things, man. I wouldn't want to smoke cigarettes and then die of something, of cancer or something like that, and not tell my brother. You know what I'm saying? My brother gonna die from those things. So you gotta give your people warning, man. We gotta love, we gotta treat each other the way we want to be treated, man. You understand?
That's right.
Salakim, priest, you mind giving me that scripture?
Hey, Salaki, if I may.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Hey, real quick, just a quick little note. You know what I'm saying? These so-called Black Latinos and Native Americans in the Christian church. I mean, what the Christian church does, it just pacifies you, man. It makes you comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't have accountability in the Christian church, man. They don't have brotherhood and they don't have sisterhood, man.
That's right.
A lot of these Christians, some of them don't know. Some of them are just following with how they say it. They're just following people. They're not really about the Christian church. It's just routine for them because they've been doing it since they were babies, man.
Right.
You know that's how it was for me. Like I wasn't even really in touch with the Christian church and what they were teaching me, but I was just doing it because my parents said we got to go to church every Sunday, man.
That's right.
Not realizing that the Christian church just wants to keep everybody comfortable and being comfortable with their slave names and their diets and living however the hell they want to live, man, with no accountability, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the cesspool of hypocrisy, man. Christian church is not the place for so-called Black Latinos and Native Americans, man. Christian church is the religion of the oppressor, man. It's plain and simple, man. No
That's right.
accountability. You know what I'm saying? They got everybody comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Just like pigs in a blanket, man. That's what the Christian church would do to you, man.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Keep you asleep. Lock you.
No, you too up, sir. You too up, priest. The water for that. You know what I'm saying? Just like the priest was breaking down. That's absolutely right, man. And the Christian church is only teaching you. You know, you've been going to church all your life, man. Your parents been going to church all their life, and they've been teaching this doctrine over and passing it down. And now you're learning, and you thinking that it's righteous to be selfish, man.
Right.
Christmas, like Christmas, for example, Christmas is another selfish religion, man. It makes you think. It makes you think that it's a not selfish religion because you giving presents, but everybody wants to have a present. Everybody wondering what they're gonna get and what they're gonna do, and they want to say. If I say like, here's how I know Christmas is a selfish religion. If I tell my family or tell somebody, if any of you tell your family member or your friend or whoever it may be that you don't celebrate Christmas, what are they gonna do anyway? They're gonna call you on Christmas. They're gonna text you on Christmas talking about, oh, Merry Christmas. But I just told you I don't celebrate that. But I know I don't care. This is about family, or this is what I want to do. I celebrate it. They'll tell you I celebrate it. I know you don't care. I don't care if you don't celebrate, but I know I do. But that, you know what I'm saying? And that's selfish, man. Because you're not caring about, your considering your brother's wishes, man. You're not even considering what they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? It's a real selfish, evil religion, man. Christianity has destroyed the black community, has just destroyed the Hispanic community. So, like you understand? And if you don't believe that, if you live in a black neighborhood, or if you can drive by a black neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? You can go in a Christian, you can go drive down the street and see count how many Christian churches that's in the neighborhood, and look how bad the neighborhood has gotten. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't the neighborhood, why wouldn't the Christian church, with all these big mega Christian churches giving back to the community, help build and finance things in the community? Because the Christian church has revenued over $420 billion a year. You know what I'm saying? Probably not now, because the Lord shut that thing down. He shut that whole operation down with coronavirus and all these Delta variant and these variants that's coming out. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna stop that. He's gonna you know what I'm saying? He's gonna make that seize, man, because the pastors and this religion and this government has taken advantage of the people. You understand? So it's time to take back, you know what I'm saying, your culture, man, so that your people can come together and build those things, build wealth, man, build businesses, build brotherhood, build, a system that to take care of the kids and protect our children from pedophiles. You understand? There's no protection in the house no more, because Christianity has taken away brotherhood and family from from the household, man. And it's covertly, it's real secret. It's you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know your family's being ripped apart. You know what I'm saying? Until somebody's dying because, because they had heart disease because they was eating pork and shellfish and things like that. Or, somebody did this, and they offended one another, and they didn't go to him alone. They're not following the scriptures. They wanted to do it in front of their family, and this is about family. We all family. Now everybody fighting and this and that. Or somebody gets molested and no one wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about who got molested and why and who did it. And you gotta go to Christian. You gotta go to the so like you gotta go to the Thanksgiving dinner with the same person who molested you. Christianity, man. That's the religion of the devil, and you gotta get out of that, man. All right. So like, I ain't gonna go running too long. You might give me that Matthew 5:22. No sweat. You got to come out of that, man. Oh, no, you told me if you got it yet.
Book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 22.
All right, go ahead.
I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment.
Right. If you angry with your brother without a cause, you're going to be in danger of the judgment. Like, if you looking at your brother like, man, You know, I really don't like that dude, man. I do not like. I don't know. I don't, man. He got these shoes. I mean, I don't know. He always think he running everything, man. That brother, man, I can't. I don't know, man. I can't stand that brother, man. And you didn't even go to that brother and him alone, man. You know what I'm saying? If you had to hate that brother without a cause, like a real, like you first of all, you should never hate your brother, man. Right? You say you shouldn't hate your brother without a cause, man. Like hate your brother for no reason, man. Like you know what I'm saying? And you didn't even express the reason why you hate him, or why you have an attitude, why you mad at him, why you you know what I'm saying, dislike this brother. What is the problem? What that brother do to you? You know what I'm saying? You just you just want to cause strife and division, and you don't even know why. You know why? Because it's a demon on you. A lot of times it'd be a demon on us, and we don't know that's a demon. We think it's just us, man. We think it's that brother that offended us. We think it's that sister. It's like it. We think it's that sister that offended us, and we are afraid of them to address it to them. You understand? So what happens next? We get into this gossip thing. We wanna go behind closed doors and talk about that sister or talk about that brother. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
then gossip to another brother or another sister. And now it's some kind of a thing where now y'all talking about this person, right? Another thing that goes on in the Christian church every Sunday. You understand? Every Wednesday. Don't think that when the Christian church, then when they huddled up and they talking and they laughing, don't think they always talking about something good. So a lot of times they talking about sister so-and-so, sister Jenkins, brother so-and-so, brother Samuel. Oh, what did he do? Oh, this nigga got up and that he did this and that. And then when the sister walked by, oh, hey, what's going on? Hey, how you doing? Right now it's all love, but it's fake. That's fake, right? Saying you love the Lord, right? But you know what I'm saying? Saying you love the Lord, but you hate your brother, man. You hate your sister. You understand what I'm saying? You hate your brother without a cause, and you fail to go to them and explain and express, how you felt to them, man. And saying you offended me. And that's what you gotta do, man. You gotta stop that Christianity, come out of that Christian church, man. And get up them damn huddles and get into class, man. Okay? Because Christianity is not gonna save you. Listening to gospel music all the time, thinking that that's making you closer to the Lord. No, that ain't making that's not doing anything. As a matter of fact, the Lord hates it. As a matter of fact, when you go into Amos, it says, away, he don't want to hear the music when you go into the book of Amos. I forget the scripture, but it's in the book of Amos where the Lord doesn't want to hear all these sweet songs, stuff like that. Because why would the Lord want to hear a sweet song coming from a hateful, evil person who hates his brother, who hates his nation? You know what I'm saying? You know how fake that is? That's like somebody coming to you talking about, and they've been talking about you. You know they somebody so-and-so to say, yeah, they've been talking about you. They was talking about you, right? And then the same person who was talking about you coming to you talking about, oh man, I love them Jays, man. Oh man, that's so cool, man. Oh, you such a cool dude. You know how fake that is? And you talking about you love the Lord? Man, that's brother. That's hatred, man. You hate the Lord when you do that, man. You hate your brother. You hate your nation, man. And for that, if you don't change, man, and stop doing that, the Lord is going to destroy you. Okay? Because that's a lying tongue. Okay, lying lips. So, Salaki, do you mind getting me Proverbs 6:23, I believe, Baba Kushab?
If I could, Officer Razan was asking, could he
Oh, Salaki,
be true?
I got you, Salaki, sir. Let's get there real quick. Razan, you got a question?
You said 6 and what, sir?
I believe it's 6:23. Yeah. Proverbs 6:16. Baba Kushab, right?
And if I could, sir, Salaki, I accidentally logged out.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say, so like you were saying about the point I wanted to make is like the Christian church is such a big hustle. Like you were bringing out, like it's a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They have a quote unquote gospel industry, man. I remember years ago I was driving through in Houston and I saw a billboard and it said like the hottest gospel singers in the gospel industry, and it just sounded so fake. It's so it's just an entertainment. It's just a source of entertainment, man. It's just a quick fix for sensationalist Negroes to go to a giant stadium-wide presentation performance. Hear some songs and feel good about continuing to live the life of a sinner and a pork eater, man.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? The gospel industry is just the entertainment industry, man. It ain't no different, man. And the hustle in our people, man, is just a big motivation. It's a big motivational speech every Sunday that you go to, man. And it's extremely fake. And the God is not in the gospel industry, man. The God is not in the Christian church, man. It's just a hustle, just to keep everybody asleep and entertained, and so they can continue to live comfortably, doing whatever the hell it is that they want to do, and not
Damn
showing
right.
any brotherhood or putting in any work, any constructive work for their nation, man. It's a lot.
No, damn right, priest. Damn right. You absolutely right. You absolutely right, man. And you know, a lot of, believe it or not, a lot of those gospel singers, man, are homosexuals. A lot of those gospel singers in the industry, they be straight up homosexuals, man. Right?
That's right.
But claiming to be people of the Bible, claiming to be people of God. You understand what I'm saying? When the Lord said, you know, homosexuality is an abomination, man. It's to show hatred. You know what I'm saying? You can't. It's showing hatred to the Lord, man. And first of all, you can't say you love your nation if you're not trying to procreate. If you can't say you love your nation if you're not trying to build other you know, grow your nation, man. You understand? So that's not showing love, man, and it's contradiction. It's saying you love. There goes again, saying you love the Lord, but hating your brother, or saying you love your Lord, saying you love the Lord, and you know you don't keep the commandments, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is like I'm not gonna bring it out, but 1 John 2:15, I believe. 1 John, not 2:15. 1 John 3:15, something like that. 1 John, when it says, if a man say he loved God and keepeth not his commandments, he is a liar. You understand? If you don't keep the commandments, that makes you a liar. You know what I'm
That's
saying? And
right.
part of keeping the commandments is loving your brother. You know what I'm saying? Loving your family, loving your nation, man, loving your people. All right, that's a commandment. Okay. Hey, the water priest for that. I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, no
Do
problem.
you got that
You ready for
Proverbs?
Proverbs?
Yeah, the water priest.
All right, no sweat. This is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16. These 6 things do it the Lord hate.
Right. These 16, this is what the Lord hates, man. Go ahead.
Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 17. A proud look.
Right. Looking all proud like a Christian. Looking out like you're looking to get your nose all high, and nobody can't tell you nothing about the scriptures, or you just all high and mighty. You a high holy rock roller, ain't you? You know what I'm saying? Nobody can't tell you nothing. And you can talk about whoever you want to talk about. You can be in the back chats, you can be in your little Christian groups, you know what I'm saying, talking about Sister Jenkins and all these other people out there, and hating your brother, or driving down the street. You understand? And seeing your brothers, right? You know, those thugs that you call them thugs, right? You say they criminals and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're not in the Christian church, but now they must be heathens, right? You know what I'm saying? You're looking at them with a high mind, and you all with your nose all high. You're a proud look. Like, look at, I'm not part of them. Them ain't my brothers, but those are your brothers. Those are your
Right.
sisters that's doing that. You understand? That's still your nation. That's still your people, man. You understand? And you ain't no different, man. Okay? You in that Christian church, you are not no different. You're not better than nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like in the school way, we say we ain't nothing, man. Like
Right.
us, we ain't nothing but dirt. You understand? We are
That's
just
right.
vessels the Lord is using to bring out this truth, to get you into the truth, get you right, to get you back in the truth. We not walking around all high minded and proud. You know what I'm saying? Because we know we have to be humble, man. We know that we know that the Lord don't need us. That's one thing. The Lord don't need you. You think he can take you down and raise up another one in your place. You
Right.
understand? So we don't have a proud look. We're not proud people. We're not proud, man. We are humble in spirit, man. We are humble, man. You know what I'm saying? So like, go ahead.
No sweat. Verse 17. A proud look, a lying tongue,
Hey, what?
and a lying tongue.
That's right, a lying tongue. Talking about you love God, but you hate your brother. Talking about you love God, but you hate Mexicans. You love God, but you hate those thugs on the corner. You love God, but you wanna sleep with your brother's wife. You a sister that wanna sleep with go around and sleep with other men and cheat on your husband. You talking about you love the Lord, right? You love the Lord, but you know what I'm saying, you get high all the time. You a crackhead. You love smoking weed. You love getting drunk. You know what I'm saying? And drinking, just getting drunk every day. You know what I'm saying? Just getting drunk. You don't love the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with having a little drink now and then. There's nothing wrong with having a little drink, just in moderation. You don't have to get drunk. You don't have to turn all the way up. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to, what did it say back in the day? Get effed up, man. You ain't got to get effed up. All right? You know what I'm saying? You can just be cool. You
Right.
understand what I'm
Turn
saying?
up.
You know what I'm saying? Just relax. But loving the Lord, man, is loving, is keeping the commandments, man. That's what loving the Lord is.
Right.
Part of keeping the commandments is loving your brother, right? Don't be a liar. Don't have a lying tongue. Okay.
Right.
Don't be saying you love the Lord and hate your brother. Don't be walking up to your brother telling you love your brother and then turn around and bear false witness. Turn around
Right.
and start making up gossiping. You know what I'm saying? Or go to your brother or go to someone else and say how they and tell them how the other person offended you. That ain't love, man. That's not love. Is what love is. And just imagine this, man. Imagine if you went to the person who offended you and say, "Hey, man, you offended me, man. You know, I didn't like how you did this and that. And, you know, let's work this out, man. You know, can you, you know, I just want you to express that and how I felt about that, man. I didn't feel good about that. I hated how you did that, how you operated that way. I thought that was wrong." And then that person says, "You know what, Salaki, I didn't, you know, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean that. I love you, brother, or I love you, sister." And y'all squash that out, and that is love, man. Not having hatred, you know, towards your brother and not saying nothing, right? Uh, Come on, man. It's a lying tongue, man. Right?
God. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood.
Right. Because a lot of times people be getting killed. A lot of times people getting killed, and it'd be something that somebody did, and the person never went to that person and told them and expressed how they felt. So you know they like, man, he did this and that. Oh, so I'm okay. I'm gonna catch him. I'm gonna catch him. You know, slipping. I'm gonna wait till he come out there, wait till he come home, and then I'm gonna run out behind the bushes, and people get killed off those things, man. Right?
Right.
Innocent. You didn't murder somebody innocent, man. Because y'all could have squashed that, and there wouldn't have been no problem. Maybe a brother accidentally stepped on your shoe when you was in the club, but instead of squashing that and saying, "Dang, you know, I understand it was an accident," you're gonna run to the car and get your trunk, pop your trunk, and shoot that dude when he comes out of the club. Innocent, shedding innocent blood. The Lord hates them that shed innocent blood, man. That's evil. That's an evil, unrighteous thing, man. And you got to get that demon up off you, man, because the Lord is going to meet you to your face. Okay,
God.
this is the warning we're telling you, man. When you operate like that, when you behave that way, when you don't go to your brother and you don't go to your brother, him alone, and try to squash those things and try to work those things out, instead of taking vengeance in your own hands, the Lord's going to take his vengeance upon you. And it's not going to be a good day for you at all. It's not going to be a good time for you at all. You are going to pay for that in this life and in the next, man. You understand? So you have to correct that, man. You know what I'm saying? Or take correction. When a brother's telling you don't do that, you got to be right, man. You got to get yourself right. You can't follow that way because you know this is the way this is what's gonna get brothers killed.
So
You
like
know
if
what I'm
I
saying?
could,
The
preach.
Lord's gonna destroy you. Yeah, yeah. Kind of concert.
Now that's on point and precise. Cause the only
Kind of
way to
concert.
get seasoned is to come into the ISUBK.
That's right. That's
So you
right.
can learn the men that you labor amongst. Like you're not gonna be able to deal with everybody the same way that you deal with most brothers, man.
That's
That's when
right.
the time of season comes in handy, and you get that proper counsel on how to deal with brothers in each and every fashion. Because we all come
Mhm.
from different phases and phases of life. You
That's
know what I
right.
mean?
That's right.
You gotta love your brother and be loyal to that brother enough to be seasoned enough for
That's
him to
right.
understand, you know what I mean, and not bear false witness against each other.
Right.
But no sweat.
Hey, damn right, priest. Damn right. You know what I'm saying? What the priest is bringing out is super heavy, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to love one another, man. We have to love one another, and that is the message that today's class is about, man. You know what I'm saying? Is love one another, man. Come up out of the you Christians, man. And you Muslims and all y'all people outside in the world, man, y'all come up out of the damn world, man. Okay? Because the world is gonna, those religions and the way that these pastors and these TD Jakes and Louis Farrakhan and all these leaders have led you astray. They have not taught you the truth. They have led you to be divided as a nation, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is all under the rulership of your oppressor. You understand? Your oppressor is the one who wants us to be divided. This is why he has so many Christian churches popped up in your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It's all, all these different denominations. Why is there so many divisions? You know what I'm saying? You can pick who you can go to whatever church you want to go to, and now you and your brother is split up, and y'all going into these different religions, right? These different understandings. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all practicing something different, and then y'all bump heads because y'all don't have no understanding, man. Y'all not following the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we in the ISUPK is trying to tell you. Come up out of that, man. You understand? Because that is the way of death, man. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you right now, man. The prisons are full of Christians. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, this religion must be the works of the devil. Because why would those religions keep them out of those places, man? Keep them out of there, man. Cause them to do better, man. Make better decisions. You know what I'm saying? The Christian church, man, and your oppressor set it up that way so that he can cause to set traps for you. He'll set up a trap so that he can cause you to be in locked up in these prison houses, man. So you gotta be mindful of that and listen to the priests and prophets of the ISUPK so that you'll understand, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Because we, as a nation, we love you. That regardless of how we coming at you right now, we love the hell out of our nation, man. We love you, and this is why we taking the time out. 7 days a week to teach you this because we love our brother. This is what we're doing. When we have Brotherhood class on Tuesdays and law classes on Wednesdays and Cross the Line radio and scripture breakdown on Thursdays. And we go out and teach. As a matter of fact, we have Hebrew class. You can learn Hebrew on Fridays, and we have we going out in the street corners. We teach the scripture, teach the truth. We do this thing 7 days out of the week, man. Why? Because we love our brother. You know what I'm saying? As we do ourselves. We love God and we love our brother. You know what I'm saying? We're not contradicting the scriptures. You understand? We follow this Bible to the T. And to most, this is weird. This is cultish. I can't follow that. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because your Christian church has taught you that loving your nation and loving your brother and loving your sister is a weird evil. You should not do that. You should not love the Lord. They may not use those words, but this is what they're teaching you with their actions and what they do and in the fruits that they have produced throughout our communities. Our communities our communities bear witness that the Christian church has only spread evil seed and not a bad fruit. You understand? You look at the fruits of your community. It's showing you right there, man. And if you follow Christ, if you listen to those words, you will be able to see it, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. But like Christ said, a lot of people are gonna be blind. You know what I'm saying? They blind. They that see not, and they that hear not. You know what I'm saying? Like it says in Isaiah 29:9, I believe, when you read there. You know what I'm saying? The seers have he closed. The seers, like the prophets, the pastors, he closed their eyes, so now they can't see it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not following the law. So go ahead.
Right. Hey, like you were saying, like the title of the class, man, love your nation or die, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're in the Christian church, or if you're in the outside looking in and seeing how we move, how these priests and prophets move in ISUPK, and contemplating like, well, a lot of the things that these brothers are saying are absolutely true. They're teaching from the Bible, but I don't know about all that all black. I don't know about all those garments they're wearing. They look like Power Rangers. They look like a goofy cult.
Right.
Like, we actually give a damn about our culture, man.
That's
right.
What
I'm saying? Like the brother was saying, Officer Naquan was saying, it looks foreign on the outside, man. Because loving our people is foreign. It's a damn shame, but so you have to at some point in time, you have to question like, where are you delegating your compassion, man?
Right.
If you're so-called Black, Latino, and Native American, you should be pouring out your compassion for strictly those people, man, so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, because
That's
we
right.
are one nation. Like, to hell with Afghanistan, to hell with all these other
Right.
nations, Iceland, where other volcanoes and I'm seeing all these natural disasters taking place, and the political turmoil. Like, our compassion should be focused on, you know what I'm saying, what's going on with the brothers and sisters in Judah, what's going on with my brothers and sisters in Haiti during the earthquake. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's right.
we should be focused on the condition and the problems of our people, so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. If you make your nation paramount, if you give all your compassion and your attention to just your people, like, that's an act of love, and really it's an act of warfare, because you're practicing separation, man.
Ooh
You're
wee.
acknowledging that you have your own nation, you have something that you can lean on and protect and fall
That's right.
back on, and
Uh-huh.
you also have a spiritual understanding that there's the insiders, and then there's the outsiders. There's Israelites, and then there's heathens and pagans, man. There's so-called Black Latinos and Native Americans, and then there's all the other nations, man.
That's
Black
right.
Latinos and Native Americans should be the center of your attention, man. And Salakis, I know this is your class. If I may bring out one precept, sir,
Oh no, you too off. Yeah, go ahead.
it's Psalms 137, uh, Psalms 137 and 6. I'll read it for the class.
Okay.
It says, so Psalms 137 verse 6. If I do not remember thee, this is talking about Jerusalem. So, like, let me start from verse 5, 137 verse 5. If
All
I
right.
forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning. Meaning, whatever I'm trying to build for myself, you know what I'm saying, let it come to naught. Let me forget that, man. Because everything I should be building, investing my time, money, and energy in, is for the building up of my nation, Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? If I forget
Right.
you, O Jerusalem, my nation, my people, my city, and so let my right hand forget her cunning, man. Let me forget what the hell it was I was doing, because I forgot.
That's right. Damn right, priest. Hey, heavy precept, the water. You know what I'm saying? That's right, man. Don't forget your nation, man. Don't forget your people, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget your people and wanna cleave onto another nation, man. Just like Salaki and the water priest. That's a heavy precept. Just like Priest Tamaki was saying, man. These nations are helping other nations, man, but they're not helping you. They're not helping us when we're in distress. When we downtrodden and we really need help, when we really need food, when we really need shelter, they look right over us and look at their people. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? They look at their people, or they look at another nation, because they have such a hatred and disdain for so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They're gonna look all the way over the whole Atlantic to a whole nother nation, but they won't look right here at
right,
us in distress. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of hatred. You know what I'm saying? To do that, man. To you know what I'm saying? To look far and wide for another people other than the people that's struggling and dying right up under your feet. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the Lord's gonna come judge this place, man. That's another thing. The Lord's gonna come judge this place, man. And if I'm not gonna jump the gun because I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna pull that out in a minute. Where we getting Tom? Okay, so I'm gonna pull that in just a second. Babakusha,
Bakusha.
Babakusha. Can you give me I want to give an example of the Christian church loves to say that the law is done away with. Can you give me Exodus 23:4? Right, the Christian church loves to say the law is done away with, right? And that you should love your neighbor as you do yourself, right? Now, if I say I love my neighbor as I do myself, now can I get an example of that? We're gonna get an example of that, right? Can you give me Exodus 23:4, Baba Kusha?
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 4. If thy meet thine enemy's ox or his ass going astray.
Right, now notice, right? Notice the Lord said, if you meet your enemies, right? And this is the law. You understand? The law is given to who? The children of Israel. It's not given to all nations and everybody in the universe, and the Edomites and the Jebusites and the Hivites and all these other people. Okay? The Lord didn't give the law to everybody. He gave it to the nation of Israel. So most likely your enemy is who in this context, right? Your enemy is your brother. The people that you disagree with, you understand? The people that you should always strife with, which in this day you shouldn't do that no more. That day is over. We need to stop hating our brother. You understand? But Sluggy, go ahead again.
You want me to start it over, priest?
Khan, sir.
All right, no sweat. Come. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 4. If thou meet thine enemy's ox or his ass going astray,
Right. Go ahead.
thou shalt surely bring it back to him again.
Well, damn. Wouldn't that be an example of loving thy neighbor as I do myself? Or you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't that be a good example? If my ox, or if I had an animal, if I had anything that was, I know that I needed that. You know what I'm saying? And it was going away. Wouldn't it be good if, let's say, if me and my neighbor, we probably just didn't get along, and my neighbor was my brother. You know what I'm saying? We just didn't get along, and he seen maybe my car was in neutral and this is rolling down the road. That brother was nice enough to be like, damn, this brother left his car in neutral. He ran and jumped in the car and put the thing in park for me and reversed it and put it back in my driveway. I say, hey, brother, man, come on now. You didn't left your keys in the car and left the thing in neutral. But I pulled it back for you, man. You know, so you got to be more careful than that. That is love, man. That's love. You understand what I'm saying? That's in the law. So you trying to tell me that Christ did away with that? Absolutely not, man. That is absolutely asinine. You should not be teaching that. You understand? You should not believe that if your pastor's telling you that, because that's false. That's an absolute lie. You understand? And the crazy part about that, is the Christian church got you believing, got you in your mind. You wouldn't do that for your own people. You would never do something like that for your own people. You don't have that much love for your own people, but you have that much love for your oppressor. And that is a shame, man. That is an absolute what's the word? Travesty. You know what I'm saying? It's a horrible thing that you would have more love for the people that have raped, robbed, and murdered your nation, have only taken from your people, have walked all over your people, have burnt down cities that would have revenued generational wealth throughout all of our nation, throughout our nation, man. Several cities that we had, several Black Wall Streets, and you rather love those people than your own people that look just like you. You understand? That's what the Christian church has put in your mind. And you got to get that demon out of your mind so you can love your people, man. Just like Christ. Christ is a perfect, obviously, perfect example. This is who you should follow. You understand? Because Christ, he has so much love for us as a nation. He has so much love for his nation that he died for us. You understand? And he died for his nation. Oh, you think because it says the world, you know what I'm saying? So God, John 3:16, it says, so God so loved the world, he gave his only son. You think that world actually means the entire planet, everybody in the universe? Absolutely not. That world actually means the world of Israel. You can read that in Isaiah 45:17. That's the precept. You understand? The world is the nation of Israel. And you need to understand that, man. Christ died for the nation. As a matter of fact, we're not going to get that today. But Christ died for us, man. Christ died for so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's the world, man. That is how you show brotherhood to a nation, to your nation. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's the only way, you know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you that is an example that Christ didn't die for everybody. Christ died for his people. And you should have that love, that kind of love for your people, right? Didn't Paul say in Romans 9, I wished myself to be accursed? You know what I'm saying? That I would die for my kinsman, my brother. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And kinsman is family. You know what I'm saying? He had went through what Christ did for his nation. You know what I'm saying? So you got to learn how to have that same love for your nation instead of another nation who only showed they never cared about you. You got to recognize that and learn to come up out of that. Come and get into class so you can build and learn and cast off that demon off you. You know what I'm saying? Because that demon is going to kill you. That's what that demon's for. You know what I'm saying? That's what demons are for. Okay, and you gotta stop cleaving onto these other nations. And I'm gonna tell you this, man. We're out of time. Hey, Sly, can you give me an Isaiah 13 and 14, Baba Kushat? You gotta stop cleaving onto these nations because these nations, you know what I'm saying? They never show love to you, and the Lord is gonna see that. Just like I was saying earlier, when Christ comes back and he catches you not loving your brother, not loving your nation, not trying to build with your people, not gathering yourselves together, old nation not desired. Instead of you not gathering yourselves together, if he catch you holding hands with somebody within the nation, trying to hide them, trying to build with them, trying to be like them. You know what I'm saying? Trying to shave your beard off because you want to look like them. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to look like who your forefather was. You don't want to look like Abraham. You don't want to look like Isaac. You don't want to look like Jacob. You don't look like Christ. Christ had a beard. You understand?
Right.
You don't want to look like your people. Instead, you want to look like your oppressor, the one who has his foot in your neck. You understand? And Christ is going to recognize that. And Salaki, you mind bringing that out for me?
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 14. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up.
Right, go ahead.
They shall every man turn to his own people.
Right. So hold on right there. Like, look, as you try to cleave on to the other nations, right? Everybody's going to be cleaving on to their own people. So don't think in that day that they're going to be trying to build with you. No. You're going to be thinking that, oh, we got to stick together. Me and you, I know you another nation, but we got to be together. And they're going to look at you like you're crazy, man. They might see something that you have that'll get them to point A to point B, something that at least have some kind of a hedge of protection. Maybe you got some food or something like that, and they're going to kill you and take your food, take your water, take what you have. You know what I'm saying? Because in that day, it's gonna be their nation is gonna have to stick together, and you trying to cleave on after these nations have only shown you they never loved you. You trying to cleave on to them, you're gonna find out in that day that they never loved you. You're going to finally figure it out, and it's going to be too late. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead. Oh, yeah, go ahead. You froze?
Can you hear me, sir?
Oh, I can hear you now.
All right.
All right.
Isaiah 13 and 14 at the end. And flee every one into his own land. Verse 15, sir?
Oh, yeah, come on, sir.
Verse 15. Every one that is found shall be thrust through.
Hold on.
And
does it say that? Does it say everyone is found? Let me see. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through. That's right. It does say that. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
And every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Right. Everyone that is joined to them other nations, trying to cleave on to them, you're going to get thrust through. You're going to catch the fire. You're going to catch the blade that Christ is going to be coming with. You know what I'm saying? It says his garment is going to be, his vesture, his garment is going to be, it's going to be as if it's going to be dipped in blood, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how much slaughtering the Christ is going to be doing. And when he catch you doing that, you know what I'm saying? When he catch you eating them hot links, them pork chops, when he catch you doing that, it's gonna be a wrap, man. And when you catch you cleaving onto these other nations, celebrating 4th of July, celebrating Christmas, celebrating Easter, doing it, just basically cleaving onto the other nations, man. You are going to catch the fade, man. You're gonna catch the heat, man. You're gonna get murked, brother. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want that for you. And this is why we're warning you and we're telling you every day to come gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. And the only way to gather yourself together is to have a law. You need to follow these laws, statutes, commandments, man. Come get in all black. This is where the Lord put His word, man. The Lord ordained priests and prophets of the Lord in the ISUBK on the Commander General Yohana to go out and teach you, brother. Okay, to teach the so-called nation of Israel that they got to repent and come back to the Lord, man. Okay, and love their brother and love their nation. Okay, and that's what we're doing. All right, and with that, we're gonna go ahead and end class. I'm gonna get the security announcements. Let me get them real quick. Babaku Shah. All right. All right, so this is the ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to brother or sister. Okay?
Right.
There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Okay? Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10 means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashra. Okay? 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Okay? Give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Okay, and upcoming holy convocations. Okay, the upcoming holy convocations is the memorial of blowing of trumpets, which will be the first day of the 7th month, Monday, the 6th September 2021. You can read about this in Leviticus chapter 23, verse 24 through 25. Okay, now you can check your bulletin board in the hallway to get a reminder on that. Okay. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pant, headband, or scarf. This is the ISUPK security announcements, and I am Priest and Officer Nakwa. I want to thank Officer Razaniash and also Officer Thamakia for joining me in this Tuesday Brotherhood class. They did a tremendous, great job, a tremendous job. You know what I'm saying? And I want to give them a hand for that. The Water Priest, you know what I'm saying? Y'all some mighty brothers, man. The Water for coming through. We had a class together. You know, we're gonna be together again too. You know what I'm saying? One day we'll have a drink. You know what I'm saying? Have a drink with my brothers. You know what I'm saying? And with that, to all the viewers, I want to say Shalom, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, to all the brothers, right? And Shalom, Yahweh, Shamar, Alatah, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, to all my sisters. You understand?
Right.
That's
and
right.
with that, we're gonna go ahead and end the class, and we're gonna play a little banger. All right.
Right.
Hey, shalom, Israel.